Hey guys, welcome back for a quick bench update. So I've been pretty busy last few weeks, so I think it's been about almost a month since I did my last one, maybe 3 weeks, so I thought I'd do a quick update. So see here the bench is full of stuff, which is a good sign, I guess. So we'll go through the usual, what I've been working on, what I purchased, that kind of stuff. Firstly, I did have a model-related injury to report earlier today. I was making some fresh sprue glue, and I got a scalpel, but a craft knife with a brand new blade on it, and I was hacking away at some styrene sheet to kind of put into my mix, and irresponsibly went straight through my finger, so blood spraying everywhere. Fortunately, I don't think any stitches. I think it'd be okay, so stopped bleeding out at least, but it was, yeah, pretty gnarly injury. But at least the good thing is, at least with a sharp scalpel blade, it doesn't really hurt so much. You just clean cut, you're good to go. So that to report. Other than that, been doing pretty good. So let me kind of well, I guess let me talk about what new purchases first, because I actually started one already. So I guess the flow makes sense. So 2 kits I received. I got this guy, which you saw a review just went up yesterday on this one, which is a Harrier AV8B Night Attack 2. Yeah, basically like a GR7, GR9, and the RAF version, I guess, with glass cockpit and stuff. 32nd scale. When I did the review, often you don't really understand or get into the whole kit until you actually build it. Look at plastic's one thing, but once you actually get into it, you notice a lot more stuff. So this is kind of where I'm at with it. And I'm kind of doing 2 in 1. I guess I'm talking about purchases and kind of builds here. But so it's a big hold lump, big club, but not much detail on it. So it's good and bad, because the thing is I used a lot of filler on this to get this thing together, and actually having not much detail actually helped me because I didn't have to do too much prescribing. So some good old school modeling with this one. Filling, sanding, prescribing, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's not much detail. I mean, I think so. Look at once it's painted up. So far, so good. It's okay. Yeah, it's one thing I did do with this one too is I did an Aries resin cockpit just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that much. But resin add a little bit more detail. It has a weird, like, the thing with this one is it has some ejection pins in the most crazy places. It had right there in the intake, had like two on each side, giant ejection pins that to take care of. You have a nice full fully engine, but guess what? You see 0 of it because it's hidden inside it. I'm also going to go ahead and cut panels open and stuff. I already did the resin cockpit, so that's enough for me. But yeah, you got the whole engine which is hidden. And it's just the way it goes together. There's not really much attachment points, so it's kind of hard to grip. So certain points like right here and right there, there's along top of the spine there, when you kind of hold it together, there's no real pins or anything, and you have to kind of hold it together, and it's a lot of tension on there because you're kind of clapping it together, so it's really hard to kind of get it to hold and glue to grip. So just weird engineering on this one, but nevertheless we're getting there and it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think once it's in paint and stuff, it's going to look really cool. Like I say, a lot of panel lines, a lot of seam lines that to take care of, should I say. So there's that guy. So again, this is the 32nd scale one. This is a video build and filming. The other kit I purchased is this guy, which is the A6, the TRAM version, the Intruder. The A6E, is it? Yeah. Really nice kit, 48 scale. This will be reviewed next week, I think. Tons of detail on this. You do wing fold, tons of like Mark 81 bombs and stuff. I mean, it's a really good kit. The reason I bought this version, there's a few different ones, it's because of that scheme. See that one? It's like the cool desert kind of camo from 91 Gulf War. So I thought that'd be cool, something a little bit different to usual grays. So I got that based upon that scheme. But you see, when I did a review, I didn't realize, but there's no mask sets out for this one. I thought, it's camo, it's not a big deal. But all the decals are kind of like two-tone for different camo colors. So I can hold it closer there. For example, see the like navy? Well, half of it's in the lighter color and half it's in dark color. And then you got the little like, stars and bars, and you got number back here. So all the decals are kind of two-tone. So what that means is when you do your camo, it has to be absolutely perfect to the millimeter. So when you put it down, the decal, when it's the right spot's going to mark. So that was kind of a bummer for me. It's like, oh god, I mean, it's doable, but I mean, that's a lot of work to kind of get that camo perfectly done. I think maybe the way to do it is, there's no mask set. I've seen people before do it on YouTube where you can the color call-out sheet you can enlarge to the 48 scale on the photocopier, then cut it out and use that as your guide. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do with that to kind of get it to where it's at. So open this bad boy box up. Where we're at. So this thing's full of plastic. Again, looks like a really cool kit. So basically what you do is, obviously that is a 48 scale, that's like, I don't know, like 80th scale or something. So you just go measure it, figure the math out, and then make it bigger. So make that bigger to 48 scale, then you can cut out and each marking and line it up and get the camo done. So that's probably how I'd have to do that one. It seems like a lot of work. It does need probably a little bit jazzing up in the cockpit, just because the canopy with this one, kind of like the Harrier, it's a big canopy, so I'll probably maybe go with the photo etch set. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of good detail. Really nice kit, apparently. It goes together really well. So if you're looking for an A6 intruder, I think HobbyBoss is definitely the way to go. So that's the other kit. And then just a couple little things. I got a mask set for my, remember a couple of weeks back I got the Seahawk, is it the SH60R, I think it was. They don't do there's so many windows on that thing, there's no way I'm going to mask it by hand. So I bought a mask set. They don't do one for that particular variant, but they do one for the Kitty Hawk, Pave Hawk version, the A6E, and 90% of the windows are the same, so this should work fine. Maybe a couple of side windows are different and stuff, but pick that mask up. They were low on these, so the place I bought it from, so I know that they've released so many of these Kitty Hawk kits recently. A lot of people are buying these, so I thought I'd snap one of these up where I could. And the only other thing I bought was this tiny little thing, but some front gun barrels for my B26 B50 Invader, the ICM kit, 48 scale. So I kind of wanted metal barrels, but I couldn't find them anywhere, so I got this. I'm not sure much, but it's going to be much of an upgrade from the kit ones, but at least they kind of drilled out the end. You can't see it's so small, but at some point I want to get to that B26 because it looks kind of cool, because that kind of olive drab, you can really go to town weathering and beat it up and stuff. So that's pretty much it. Not a huge amount, but the past few weeks that's what I got or purchased. I did order yesterday. I finally kind of gave in and got the mini base SU33. After seeing Flori's review, it just looked, the detail and stuff, it looked a really nice kit. So I bought it for my usual guy in China, and hopefully have it in a couple of weeks or so. So I did order that one as well. But that's pretty much my purchases. What else? Finished build since last spoke. I finally finished this little guy off, the MiG-21 from Edward. I lost my mojo on this one. I got it 99% done, and then the Meng Super Hornet arrived, so I put it to the side for a couple of months and came back to it, and then I just couldn't be asked, to be honest with you. So I started filming for a video build. So I did a bed nest minimum. I got the gear on and the doors and stuff. I noticed I did forget the pitot tube, but I think I threw the box away already. But the thing with this one, the decals were the decals were crap, Edward decals, and they're just really hard to use, and they just didn't look very good. But I did what I did and got it done. So that little guy's done. And then, yeah, we talked about Harrier already, this guy. And the other thing I've been working on is the AH1Z from Academy, the 35th scale kit. This guy. So I'm a little bit work stop on this right now. 3 weeks ago I ordered the, there's a TSS turret on the front. So the one in the kit's just clear plastic with no detail. So Flying Leathernecks do like a resin one with a lot more detail. It wasn't very, like $6 or something. So I ordered it about 3 weeks ago and it still hasn't shipped. So I emailed the guy yesterday and said, hey, what's up? Is it on its way or whatever? But I can't do anything because you need to put that in before you button it all up. So I'm kind of stuck on this one. So that's the reason why I started Harrier, because I'm work stop on this. So this is a nice kit, but again, has some issues, a lot of ejection pins. And during the review, again, it's not something I always noticed, but in the cockpit tub itself, there's something like 12 ejection pins to take care of, which is kind of annoying. But I think it's going to go together pretty well. This one's actually a lot of aftermarket going on this. So you can see here, I did a little bit of surgery and put in the avionics base, I think from Legend Productions. It's black, it's not painted yet, so you're not going to see it very clearly, but I put in some avionics bays and ammo bay at the front here. So it's going to sit like that. I got the TSS turret. I got the Edwards seat belts, because there's no seat belts with this bit, no decals or nothing with this, which is weird because it's it's prominent. So I put the metal seat belts in. What else? And then this selection of stuff here. So the thing for me was I wanted to do the wing fold because helicopters have huge rotor blades. That's why I don't normally build them, because they're kind of hard to store. So when I saw Get Legends Productions does a fold set for like $12 or something, I snapped it up. So these are all kind of sub-assemblies. So done a wing fold, and actually mechanism actually works. You can extend it, or you can fold it in. So these guys are done, painted and weathered and stuff. I've kind of went to town on all these sub-assemblies. So this is done. This is another video build series 2, the H1Z. I've got so many lined up right now. This would probably be like summertime. Masked up all the windows, comes with a mask set, and then I'm gonna break it. I built this is what I used for my little weathering video I did a couple of weeks ago. I did the winglets, painted them, weathered them, did all the armor or ordnance on there. See, weathered it all up and stuff. So these guys are all done too. So that goes that way around. So we got like, yeah, cool. Some pretty hardcore weapons going on this thing. So the tail rotor's done as well, painted up, weathered. So it's all pretty much gone as far as I can now. So it's really just, again, just waiting for that turret to come. Once the turret comes, then I can properly, this isn't glued together, this is going to click together. So I can actually get that in the front here, get this thing sandwiched together, and actually start the main assembly, and then we're ready for paint, pretty much. So yeah, it's a pretty big guy. So same length as the Harrier. So I'm excited about it. I might do a little base for this one too, maybe like a little, I don't know, like concrete and grass and stuff, a little round base just to kind of put this guy on. But yeah, so that guy's done. It's really enjoyable build, but like I say, I'm just held up right now for those parts, or that part. Hopefully the guy ships it out soon so I can get on with it. And that is kind of where I'm at. I mean, short and sweet. So like I say, but Harrier and the H1Z is what I'm working on right now. Then after that, I'm probably have a break for some aircraft, kind of little break. So I'm looking for something a little different to do. I'm looking for my stash. I'm tempted to go for a car again, but I always hate doing cars. Like a love-hate relationship. So I'm probably going to go maybe try this guy I've been looking at my stash. This is the JPG Productions, the Gonk Power Droid and a Mouse Droid from Star Wars. And it's a cool little resin kit. So I might, the resin's not the best quality, it's a little bit kind of gnarly, but actually kind of lends to this model because this guy's beaten up. So the fact there's a little bit of imperfections in the resin actually adds to the actual kit itself. But it's actually going to be a good size. So once it's all kind of sanded down and stuff, it's going to be pretty much, wait, what side is that? So, it goes this way around. So it's going to be something like that. We got little legs that go on it. The legs are in this bag right here. And then you got, I think you made a mistake, I got 2 mouse droids. So I think you should just get one, but I got a little mouse droid too. So that might be a cool little project to work on, something little sci-fi-ish. So I'm thinking maybe doing this one, or those Hasegawa kind of like sci-fi aircraft, Ace Combat things caught my eye too. You get like some weird kind of aircraft, like science fiction, kind of cross Hornet, Tomcat, space kind of thing. So I might do something like that, a little sci-fi-ish. So to kind of break it up. So this guy might be coming up soon too. So that's where I'm at. Plenty of bench time recently in the mess because I got 2 projects on the go. I hate that. Normally I like to do one, get a bench clear and work on the other one. That's kind of what happened with this with the mojo going. I think this one kind of left me. But yeah, so hopefully that turret comes soon and get this one finished up. But in the meantime, I'm still working on this big beast here. It's the Harrier 32nd scale. But yeah, cockpit came out really nice in the end, the Aries cockpit. That's the only aftermarket. Well, I lie. I got, for the actual bubble canopy, there's a deck cord, a white deck cord. So rather than kind of fooling around trying to paint that thing, I ordered the, from Flying Leathernex as well, I ordered the vinyl kind of decal, which make it a little bit easier. So that's the only aftermarket. The weapons are a little bit crude and not much detail either, but what I figured was let me go through, build the aircraft first and see how it looks, and if it's looking good, then maybe I might invest in some aftermarket weapons and kind of jazz it up a little bit there to do that. But the wheelbase are really kind of not much going on there either, but I don't care about that because it's going to be on a base or on this, you're not going to see underneath it. So yeah, should be good to go. So that is really it. Just a quick, short and sweet update, what I've been up to. Just got a little housekeeping. Again, thank you for all new subscribers and all the kind comments, all that kind of stuff. Really helps and I really appreciate it. What else? Oh, color codes. So I've talked about this before, but anybody new to my channel, on my thumbnails or my videos, they're color coded for a reason. So if any of you guys realize, notice it. But any bench updates are done in like a greeny gray kind of color. They're banned behind the text. Any reviews are in red, and any build videos are in blue. So if you glance through my channel and see the colors, that's what it means. So if you want to just look at a build video, look at blue. Any reviews are red, and any bench updates that gray kind of greeny kind of color, I think it is. Yeah, just a quick heads up on that one. But that's pretty much it. So I'll put this down, keep pointing at you with my Harrier, so I put this down out of the way. So, right, so that's kind of what I've been up to. In terms of the channel, again, just we could continue with the Bang F18 series on a Friday. I think we've got 2 or 3 more parts left on that one. I think Weathering's coming up this week on this Friday, and then I'll be wrapping up soon. And then the Tomcat, the Tamiya F14A, and Wolfpack VF1 markings will be the next build video. So as always, build videos on a Friday. Anywhere in the world, it comes at lunchtime in England or morning in the US. And Tuesdays for my reviews, although it's going to dry up soon because I haven't got that many new kits. So I don't know if I can continue doing reviews every Tuesday, but it'll be, whenever I get stuff, I will put them up on a Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, cool. So thanks again for everybody for watching and all the comments and that kind of stuff. And I'll see you next time. So thanks. Bye.